Good afternoon and welcome to WEFM's Midday News, brought to you with the kind compliments of Courts St. Vincent Limited.
Jump in the line this carnival season with Quartz Ready Cash. Get a loan of up to $20,000 to help you get ready for the road. Plus, with any loan of $5,000 or more, we will pay your first installment. Also, you pay zero deposit and you get cash in hand in as little as 24 hours. There's nothing to pay for 60 days and we have the most flexible payment terms. Don't miss the vibes this carnival. Call us at 456-1325 for more information or visit www.readyfinancecaribbean.com. Conditions apply. Quartz Ready Cash. Ready when you are.
Welcome back to WEFM's Midday News, brought to you with the kind compliments of Courts St. Vincent Limited. I am your presenter, Rajiv Providence. First, on the local scene, Commissioner of Police Colin John, while appearing as a guest on the Issues at Hand program, highlighted Oria and Union Island as weak areas in the borders of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. The commissioner said the Coast Guard pays particular attention to these areas due to their vulnerability. We'll hear more from Commissioner John.
And that's one of the weak area. That's one of the areas that we find firearms coming in. Based on our intel, Union Island and Ovia can be quite vulnerable in these areas. Persons coming in from St. Lucia in the case of Ovia, and persons coming from Grenada in the case of Union Island. And these are areas that the Coast Guard they are paying particular attention to.
Commissioner John also made mention of illegal activity concerning yachts.
We have had intel where some persons on yachts, they're not just casual sailors or persons who have to enjoy themselves. Persons have used yachts to bring in drugs and firearms into the country.
That was the Commissioner of Police, Colin John, speaking on WEFM's Issues at Hand program. The St. Vincent and the Grenadines Community College, the SVGCC, has announced the launch of two new certificate programs. The programs, Occupational Health and Safety at Work and Logistics and Supply Chain Management, will be offered through the college's Division of Arts, Sciences, and General Studies. According to an official release from the SVGCC, both programs will run for approximately 7 weeks. Application forms can be downloaded from www.svgcc.vc or any of the college's divisional offices. They must be submitted directly to the DASGS divisional office at the college's Villa campus. The deadline for applications is Friday, June 24th. Still on the local scene, there are management issues within the Royal St. Vincent and the Grenadines Police Force. This is according to Prime Minister Dr. Ralph Gonsalves. The Prime Minister made this statement during an interaction with the Commissioner of Police, Colin John, on the Issues at Hand program on Sunday. We hear more from the Prime Minister.
There's some management issues inside of the force, and one of them, people have called in a lot about traffic offences, Commissioner.
Yes, sir.
You've heard about things on the road, and people are right to talk about these things in relation to noise in the vehicle. There's a noise act under the Motor Vehicle and Traffic Act. There are provisions there. But what happened is this, because the traffic has increased its size, there are police officers in the districts who don't think they're supposed to deal with traffic, but every policeman has to deal with every single infraction of the law. If you meet a man trafficking in drugs, you can't say you're not in the drug squad. When a person is sworn in under the Police Act, he or she is sworn in to deal with the maintenance of law and order. They don't say that you mustn't deal with traffic. There's a specialized traffic queue there. But if you break in the traffic law in Georgetown, you're not necessarily going to find a traffic policeman on the road in Georgetown. You see what I mean? These are management issues which the Commissioner has to deal with, and I know he's dealing with them on an ongoing basis.
That was the Prime Minister, Dr. Ralph Gonsalves. The National Telecommunications Regulatory Commission, the NTRC, will be hosting its 7th annual Summer Coding and Application Development Initiative known as the My App Summer Program. This year, the programs will run for 3 weeks each during the summer vacation and are scheduled for the period July 11th to 29th, 2022 at the Union Island Secondary School and August 2nd to 19th, 2022 at the Buchanan Bay Secondary School from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. daily. According to the NTRC, the program will teach and expose participants between the ages of 13 to 18 years old how to code using a pocket-sized computer known as the microbit. The NTRC says this will help participants to gain insightful knowledge in coding as the demand for software developers is increasing. Application forms are available at the office of the NTRC and via the website at www.ntrc.vc. Deadline for applications is Friday, July 1st, 2022. An official release from the NTRC states that a limited number of applications will be accepted and the registration cost for the program is $50 per student. On to news in the region. Police in the Bahamas are yet to receive an autopsy report regarding the deaths of 3 American tourists at the Sandals Emerald Bay Resort in Exuma. This was confirmed by Bahamian Police Commissioner Paul Roll as he responded to questions from the media about the case. Roll said until police officers are furnished with a report, the case remains open and active. Media reports from the Bahamas have listed their cause of death as carbon monoxide poisoning. This assertion was further fueled by an announcement from Sandals that it will be installing carbon monoxide alarms at its resorts across the Caribbean. Private autopsies were ordered by the relatives, and the results of those examinations have also not been released. Dominican trade officials on Monday dismissed a video circulating on social media warning Dominicans to brace themselves for a scarcity of essential goods and services as a result of rising prices for petroleum products. I want to state that this is simply fear-mongering, said Dominica's Trade Director, Maton Walter. Because of the CSME arrangements that we have, we import the majority of our rice from Guyana and our sugar also from Guyana, he added. He said Dominica has lately been importing sugar from Belize, and as a result, their rice and sugar do not come from too far afield. The CSME allows for the free movement of goods, skills, labor, and services across the 15-member regional integration movement with little or no hindrance. On the international scene, the EU is expected to launch legal action against the UK government on Wednesday over its decision to scrap some post-Brexit trade arrangements. Ministers insist current checks on some goods traveling from Great Britain to Northern Ireland must end to avoid harm to the peace process. They published a parliamentary bill on Monday aimed at overriding parts of the deal signed with the EU in 2020. But Brussels says going back on the arrangement breaks international law. The Northern Ireland Protocol is the part of the Brexit deal which keeps Northern Ireland in the EU's single market for goods. This prevents a hard border with the Republic of Ireland, including checks there on the movement of people and goods, which both the UK and EU want to avoid in order to ensure peace is maintained. And finally, in sports, the streaming and TV rights of the Indian Premier League, IPL, the world's richest cricket league, have been sold for a record-breaking $5.6 billion. Indian billionaire Mukesh Ambani, backed Viacom 18, bagged the streaming rights at $2.6 billion. Disney-owned Star India, meanwhile, picked up the TV rights at around $3 billion, local reports said. 2 other rights packages were still being auctioned off today. Combined, the streaming and TV rights deals are more than double what the Star paid in 2017 for the previous 5 seasons of the IPL at $2.4 billion. The winning bid for the television rights of the annual 2-month cricket league for the next 5 seasons was sold for around $7.36 million per match. This period includes 410 IPL matches. This has been WEFM's Midday News. I have been your presenter, Rajiv Providence. Join us again at 3 p.m. for WEFM's 3 p.m. News. WEFM's Midday News is brought to you with the kind compliments of Court St. Vincent Limited.
Get your game on all month long at Course. Stream your favorite game or movies on a new tablet. Relax on a new recliner with your snack fresh out of your brand new fridge. Keep your heart and health in check with a home gym set and Wi-Fi compatible smart products and much more. Shop today with no cash and get instant credit. Get your game on. Course, bringing value home.